There are rumours that Cristiano Ronaldo is reportedly looking to leave Juventus and head back to Real Madrid, so I've asked you guys to have your say about whether he should stay, whether he should go, or where else the legendary Portuguese forward would end up. We're going to discuss whether or not he's going to go to Real Madrid. This would be an outrageous comeback. First off, Bilal Ahmed Sharif has said that after his stunning hat-trick yesterday, by the way, check it out, great hat-trick, I do not think there's any doubt in this. He and Benzema could perform a lethal duo for Real and help them dominate in Europe once again. Could they though? This is the other question that I've got. When Cristiano Ronaldo was originally at Real Madrid, the team was very much built towards him. Now that he's left for a few years and going to come back, are they all going to suddenly regress to what they were 3 years ago? Like, a lot has changed since then. Maybe not too many of the players have changed, but I certainly think in the way that they play, in the way that Zidane had the team before to the way that he's got them playing now, I'm not sure it's as easy as him and Benzema just being like, all right, same as always, let's get straight back to it. I'm not sure it's so simple. This would be a very, very difficult one. I hear Kylian has said pretty much what every single football fan was thinking and said if CR7 comes in again, Real Madrid, we can see the Messi versus Ronaldo rivalry. Can you imagine if Ronaldo came back, Messi was like, you know what, I have to stay. Like, these are two footballers with massive egos. They could not let the other run La Liga without coming back for like one last showdown. It's almost got some sort of storyline behind it where you would just have to see it. You'd absolutely have to see it. Personally, I think Messi's going to stay anyways. So him maybe signing a new contract, maybe Ronaldo could be tempted, even if it's just for another 2 years. Reports from Messi's camp saying that he's got 2 years before he moves to Inter Miami. There have been some rumours that Ronaldo's thinking the same as well. Maybe 2 more years in La Liga. Michael Yanni has said, though, on the flip side, I'm hardcore Madrista and I love Ronaldo, but I don't think it's worth it because it will almost certainly affect our chance of signing Haaland or Mbappe. This is the big point that I was thinking of beforehand. He goes on to say there's only so much money to go around, especially during a pandemic. If Real Madrid were to bring in Ronaldo, does it send the wrong message for the future? Obviously, signing Haaland and Mbappe are going to cost a ridiculous amount of money. Apparently, if Juve were to let Ronaldo go, despite the fact they signed him for 100 million euros, they'd be willing to let him go for around 29 million euros. Not quite sure how accurate that figure is. That was one of the figures to be reported. If Real Madrid were to sign Ronaldo, right, so there's 29 million, plus all of his ridiculous wages, because despite the fact he's 36, he's still Ronaldo and still going to charge a ridiculous wage. Is it worth it putting that money in when they could spend more and sign Haaland or Mbappe? Because realistically now, Ronaldo, like we said, is going to be for another 2 years maximum. I think you might as well get Haaland or Mbappe for the next 10 years or more, even though he will cost a lot more money. I'm not privy to the Real Madrid finances. I'm sure not many people know exactly how much money is in the coffers at the Bernabeu. But you would think that that would make a little bit more sense to go and splash the extra cash now, because the problem is, if they bring in Ronaldo, they are depleting their own resources. And I don't think they've got enough money, if they bring Ronaldo, to sign Haaland or Mbappe for another 2 years maybe until Ronaldo leaves. In 2 years' time, they could be gone. In 2 years' time, Haaland and Mbappe say, you know what? It's clear you've chosen Ronaldo over us. I'm going to move to Man City or Juventus or Barcelona instead. It's going to be very, very difficult, and I'm not sure the right kind of message that it sends. And that's exactly what Harsh Rupariella said. No, we Madrid fans have moved on and it's time for a change. Maybe looking to the future is a good idea, because it's not only Ronaldo. They may have already set in the wheels of motion for change, like Sergio Ramos may not be rejoining for next season. Karim Benzema is doing absolutely fine, but there's questions over Luka Modric's future as well. So maybe the wheels of motion are there for change, and they don't necessarily need Cristiano Ronaldo. But what if he stays? What if he stays? Over the weekend, the Juventus director Fabio Paratici, there we got it out eventually, has said that Cristiano Ronaldo represents the future of Juve. I'm not sure if I'd be worried by this. The future? He represents the here and now for Juventus. He's got 1 year left on his deal. I'm not so sure he represents the future. There is no way that on that kind of money they'd be extending his contract. And he's consistently not helping to get the team past the quarterfinals of the Champions League. I'm not so sure he represents the future. And what does that say for other Juventus players? What does that say for Dybala, for Morata, the guys who are fighting with Ronaldo to get a starting place in the squad, or to be the main guy in that squad? Like, if you were to get rid of Cristiano Ronaldo, you'd probably build the team around Paulo Dybala. See, what you're basically saying is, Dybala, you're not going to be the star man because Ronaldo is the future. I'm not quite sure that sends the right message. Sam Jones has said that every time Juve have played without Ronaldo this season, they've struggled. So how are they going to cope without him? Even when they played with him in the Champions League, they have struggled. And this is the main issue, is that Ronaldo pulling off miracles at Real Madrid and having the team around him that was good enough to kind of help him and allow him to be the match winner and take Real Madrid to 4 Champions League titles in the space of 5 years. It's not happening at Juventus. They're worse without him, of course they are, but they're also not doing so well with him. Without Cristiano Ronaldo, before he signed, they were absolutely smashing Serie A. They were winning Coppa Italias. They reached 2 Champions League finals, I believe, losing 1 to Real Madrid and losing 1 to Barcelona as well. And since he's come in, it looks like the team has regressed, despite the fact that Ronaldo has scored a hatful of goals and personally has done pretty well at Juventus. So they have been poor with him, actually, Sam, not just necessarily without him. Again, I just can't get over there saying that he's part of the future. I'm not so sure if he stays at Juventus, they're ever going to really progress, to be honest. And they might as well let him go and maybe have a bit more money to invest in the actual future rather than just next season. But if he doesn't go back to Real Madrid, if he doesn't stay at Juventus, there of course is a possibility that he ends up somewhere else. Such a big sort of part of Ronaldo's thing is that he's done it. He scored in 4 different leagues, but he's done it in 3 major leagues. He's won the title in England, in Spain, and in Italy, become top goal scorer in these leagues. That's basically a few of the arrows that are fired at Lionel Messi and Lionel Messi fans when it comes to the distinction between the two. So what if he moves elsewhere? First off, Coca-Cola 1. That's a great YouTube name. It's probably a Coca-Cola burner account. I said that Manchester United needed more than Madrid do. I don't agree with that. Yes, it would be great for him to return to Manchester United. Yes, it's quite romantic, and they give him the number 7 shirt and he returns to where Fergie made him, this, that and the other, blah, blah, blah. I think Manchester United are looking to the future, and they've done potentially what Real Madrid can do, but not what Juventus are doing. Manchester United is saying it's a great part of our history, but they've got great youngsters. They've got a great team at the moment, a great squad, really good teamwork, a great sort of positivity around the club. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is looking towards the future, and given all the crap that he's received, United aren't doing too bad. They're in 2nd place at the moment. They are a long way behind Manchester City, but they are in 2nd place. Does bringing Cristiano Ronaldo back in actually make them any better, and any of the younger players give them any more time to progress and become a better team in the next 5-10 years? Or is it just one of those romantic returns where he comes in and has a bit of the limelight for a year or so? I'm not necessarily sure Manchester United need him. The fans would love him back, and I think he'd do a great job, but it's him or the future, and I think United are going to go with the future. Elsewhere, and Javier Encinas, has said that yes, Real need him more than ever, but it'd be great to see him play with Bayern Munich. This is not going to happen. There's no way Bayern are going to splash the cash on a 36-year-old. I mean, yeah, it would be great to see like Ronaldo dominate potentially for 1 season in Germany and win another top European League title. Would be great. They've got some brilliant attacking players, and Robert Lewandowski is showing no signs of slowing down. So Ronaldo to Bayern Munich, yeah, I'd give that a 0 out of 10 chance of happening. Of course, there's also rumours to PSG. Again, they look, if any of the two, between Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, look keen to sign Lionel Messi ahead of him. The other side to this, though, is that they're all sort of bound together by one big transfer circle, whereas if Kylian Mbappe is to leave the club, potentially go to Real Madrid, they wouldn't have the need for Ronaldo. PSG would need another superstar and have the money for Ronaldo, so may bring him in. How's he going to play alongside Neymar? There is a bit of a transfer roundabout that could involve PSG. I'm not so sure we're going to see Cristiano Ronaldo ending up there, though. That's probably a 1 out of 10 if Bayern Munich is a 0. But there you have it. As always, thank you so much for your contributions in the YouTube community tab. Personally, I think Cristiano Ronaldo is going to stay at Juventus for another season and then maybe move to the MLS. I'm not so sure we're going to see a return to Real Madrid or a move to another big European club. But that's just my opinion. You guys let me know yours down in the comments section below, all that you think surrounding Cristiano Ronaldo's transfer. And until next time, I will see you guys later.